Hey guys, Level Cap here, and DICE has dropped a ton of new info about Battlefield 6's upcoming features, including Battle Royale info and a new look at the game's impressive destruction system. Let's jump right in. Battlefield 6's Battle Royale mode is being tested this week in Battlefield Labs. According to a new blog post that DICE published about this mode, it's being built around the franchise's core gameplay elements, including class-based squad play, tactical destruction, and vehicle combat. The mode features 100 player matches divided into 25 squads of 4 players each, fighting on an all-new map designed specifically for this experience. A key feature of DICE's vision for this mode is its lethal shrinking ring, which instantly kills any player who comes into contact with it. Players will choose fixed classes at the start of each map and progress by earning experience points to unlock new class traits and tactical advantages. The mode also includes various loot tiers, gadgets, strike packages, and mission objectives that encourage squad play. In terms of official info, DICE is still being a bit cagey about specifics, but the blog post covers a lot of ground in broad strokes. The map is purpose-built for the Battle Royale experience. As you'd expect, it has multiple points of interest with unique layouts and different themes. Leaks have shown a map set in California with a mix of residential, commercial buildings, and even some military locations. And while most of the leaks seem to showcase the mode in its very early stages of development, the destruction tech and general look of the map is impressive, and it stacks up well compared to the more polished content that we've seen from the beta. Vehicles will play a big role in the Battle Royale mode. Like Firestorm from Battlefield 5, there'll be a variety of transport vehicles openly available around the map. More lethal and heavily armored vehicles will be unlockable. The blog wording makes it sound like the unlock process will take a while, so don't expect to hop into a tank as soon as you land. In Battlefield 5's Firestorm, the attack vehicles were locked in bunkers that took players a few minutes to open, and it made a loud sound, so it was pretty risky going for the armored vehicles. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a similar mechanic this time around, though the blog post does mention vehicle keys will be a mission reward. That could mean keys to bunkers or keys to actual vehicles. It's not explicitly clear. Obviously, destruction will play a big role in this mode with full destructible buildings. Destruction is one of those things that really differentiated and elevated Firestorm in my opinion, so DICE leaning heavily into it this time around could really set this Battle Royale apart. Now, squad play sounds like it'll be a big focus, at least for playtesting. Again, matches will feature 25 different 4-player squads for a total of 100 players. Squads will have pings, text, and voice chat options to keep in sync. Players using the support class or who find mobile redeploy gadgets will be able to revive dead teammates. Now, on top of destruction, another thing differentiating this Battle Royale from others is the ring. Instead of slowly doing damage and allowing players to sort of loiter in the out-of-bounds areas of the map while taking damage, the Ring of Fire will instantly kill any players that come into contact with it. This should keep the pacing up, especially in the final stages of a match. It also kind of makes sense from what you would expect a giant ring of fire to do to you if it reached you. I always found it kind of funny that you could just go through the wall of fire in the original Firestorm. Now, players can pick from all 4 of the game's classes, and each class comes with 2 default gadgets. You can't change your class during a match, but you can unlock new stuff with the XP that you gain from killing players and completing objectives. This XP will unlock new traits that will boost your effectiveness. An example DICE gives is the Assault class will eventually get an ability that lets them equip armor plates faster. It also sounds like class options will come with either default weapon loadouts or maybe even no weapons at all. Loot will be scattered around the map across 5 tiers of rarities for guns. They have predetermined attachment loadouts. Gadgets, strike packages like airstrike, armor upgrades, kits, and other items will also be lootable. Missions will be available during a match that give out rewards like weapon caches, vehicle keys, mobile redeploys, and more. It sounds like you'll also be able to build a custom weapon loadout that you can then receive in a match via certain weapon caches. Now, as for the missions themselves, they'll cover a pretty broad range of activities. DICE's examples include planting explosives and unlocking high-value caches. Missions will give you a detailed breakdown of what they offer before you start them, so you have some agency over which missions you pick. And it sounds like missions will be the best way to get an advantage and and it's kind of refreshing to see DICE lean into more objective-oriented gameplay aspects of this mode instead of just a free-for-all kill anything that you see and loot it. Now, earlier this week, DICE also gave us a look at the insane power of the Sledgehammer gadget. This will be an all-classes melee weapon, and based on the footage that they've shared, a single player might be able to take down an entire building in a handful of swings. It's also a guaranteed one-hit kill against enemy players, though it does have a considerable wind-up time. Battlefield 6's destruction is pretty exaggerated. It certainly looks cool, but seeing an entire building facade crumble after a few hits with a sledgehammer might be a little overboard. It wouldn't shock me if some of this stuff gets a little bit nerfed after launch. I think most people would expect a sledgehammer to be able to break a hole in a wall, but maybe not bring down an entire building. Now, speaking of balance, it sounds like DICE are happy with the class usage data from the beta. According to one of the lead devs and DICE veteran David Serland, class usage percentages in the beta was healthier than they've ever seen in a Battlefield game. Now, unfortunately, this data might not be particularly representative of real-world results. For example, there were class challenges that required you to play with all the different classes to get permanent unlocks for the base game. Also, a beta generally encourages exploration and experimentation with different classes and different loadout systems to see what is the best or the meta. Once meta is figured out in the base game, that class usage statistics could start to swing quite drastically. But it seems clear that DICE are not backing down from the open class weapon system, and the class locked playlist will likely play second fiddle at launch like we saw in the beta. Now, if you're interested in Battlefield 6's Royale mode, keep your eyes peeled for some of the leaks that are bound to be coming out from the Battlefield Labs playtest. I'm personally quite excited for this mode because Battlefield 5's Firestorm, I think, really was a special game mode that was just undercooked and was not free to play, and so it never really caught on, but I thought it offered some of the coolest gameplay out of any of the Royales I had played, and I'm excited to see a lot of those concepts returning for this game. There's still a ton of unknowns when it comes to the gameplay and player progression during a match. I'm a big fan of old school PUBG styles of Battle Royales, and we'll see if this game can lean into any of that pacing and strategizing, or will it be a completely different experience? Only time will tell, but I'm very excited to see more of it. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts in the comments. I know it's not cool to be excited for the Battle Royale mode for Battlefield 6, but if you are excited for it, I'd be curious to know what aspects of it interest you the most. And if you enjoyed this coverage, don't forget to drop me a like, subscribe for more content like it. And if you guys want to see what it takes to actually make a video game, I've been working on my own game for over a year and a half at this point. It's called Sea-Beams. It's a spaceship action RPG, and I've been making videos, devlogs for this game since the very beginning when I knew next to nothing about Unreal Engine and how to build systems in it, and now we've got a pretty decent little game on its way towards a vertical slice. Check out the latest devlog here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.